So first thing we're going to do is turn off all the actual parts, so nothing sounds either from the Kronos or from the external device. We just adjust the values across here and turn them all off. However, when we play, you can hear we're getting a sound. Now, this problem is caused by the global MIDI channel settings on the Kronos. They can't be turned off. So if I go into global mode and go to MIDI, I've set them at the moment to channel 16, as we can see here. But what it means is it's always going to output on channel 16, and there's nothing we can do about it. So every time I play the keyboard, it will sound. So the best thing for us to do is to basically mute the external device on that given channel. So if I look at the Roland in this case, what I'll do is I'll go to part 16 and I'll basically mute that part so we can't hear it. So we'll just turn that off. And now when we play, we get nothing. So what we'll do now is, first thing I'll do is I'll take the Integra back to part 1 so we can see what's happening on the first channel, which will be triggering most of the sounds. And we'll take the Kronos back to the combination. So the next thing we want to do is decide where we want our sound to come from. So we can use the internal sound of the Kronos, or we can use an external sound from the external MIDI device. If I want to use an external sound, I need to set that given part channel to EX2. It then means we can trigger the external MIDI device over MIDI by playing the keys. So we're triggering the Roland there on the first MIDI channel, the first part's playing. But the next thing now is to control the actual sounds we use. So we go at the bottom of the screen to the timbre and parameter tab on the Kronos. And in the MIDI tab, we find the MSB and LSB parameters. It's these parameters that will select the banks of sounds on the external device, of course with the Roland here in this case. You'll have to refer to your user manual for what the MSB and LSB numbers are for your particular device. So we're back on the main page, and if I just click here under the program select, we'll find a number there. This is the program number of the given bank. So all we have to do is change that value, and we'll see the external MIDI device changes. So we can now select the sound that we want for our combination that we wish to set up, and of course, when we set it up, we can then store and write our combination into any place into the Kronos. So when we recall it back, all the information and settings that you stored will be sent straight back to your external MIDI device. If I flick into the keyboard zones as well, this does work, so we can have zoning between one device, external device, and so we can have a split with the external device sounds and internal sounds of the Kronos, or even mixtures. Now that's really cool, so we can get some awesome sounds from mixing the different devices, but we can take it further. We can assign these sliders in the Kronos to control the external device. So if I press global and go to the external 1 tab, I'm going to pick preset, external preset number 11 here, because this is a good simple preset which has set all the different volume channels up on the different parts for the external control. What this means now is we can go back to the main screen and we can use the sliders on the left of the Kronos to adjust the volumes. Bringing the strings in and out here. If I then press the timbre and parameter button on the left, I can actually mute and unmute the parts on the external device. You can see it switching on the screen to the left. So that's it. Everything you want to save can be stored into combinations, recalled with ease using the screen or the value dial. And it makes it really good for live use, or of course recording in the studio.